children, welcome back to the online class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I am Swati, your IT man. How are you children? Hope you all are fine and safe. So yes children, today let's start our third chapter, that is enhancing a presentation. In our lower classes, we have already learned how to make a presentation using PowerPoint, isn't it? So here in this chapter, we are going to learn about the Microsoft PowerPoint 2016. It's just similar to different versions of PowerPoint like 2010 or 13. Okay, so you might be familiar with different tools of PowerPoint. So our chapter's name is enhancing a presentation, which means how to make our presentation more professional. How? Yes, we can add animation, transition, sounds to our presentation, etc. Okay? So in this chapter, we will learn how to add animation, how to add transition to our slides like that. Animation, which means the movement of objects on a screen. So we can move both the objects and text on the slides. Okay, so by applying animation, it makes the presentation more dynamic and it helps to emphasize the points. So while you are explaining or presenting a topic in front of some people, you can use this PowerPoint presentation to present your topic. So to emphasize your points or to make the audience more enjoyable or to make your presentation more beautiful, you can use this animation. Okay, and about transition, it is the visual effect that occurs when you move from one slide to the next. Okay, so it is the motion effects between two slides. So that is known as transition. So before going to those effects, so let's see the interface of PowerPoint. We already know PowerPoint, it is a presentation software which allows us to create dynamic slide presentation in which we can include animation, narration, images, videos, audio, etc. So let's see. So here you can see the PowerPoint interface through which you can create a new presentation. You can choose different templates for your presentation and also you can access your recently edited presentation. So this is through which you can create a blank presentation. Okay, and here you can see the quick access toolbar to access commonly used commands. And this is the ribbon area which contains different types of commands which are needed to perform common tasks in PowerPoint. Okay, so here you can see multiple tabs with several groups of command through which you can perform different tasks in our PowerPoint. Okay, now let's see how can we apply animation to our presentation. So here is a presentation. So first we can select the object or text that we want to animate. Okay. After that, click on the animation tab. Here you can see the animation tab and select the add animation button present in the advanced animation group. Okay. So there you can see a drop down menu with 4 categories. Which are those 4 categories? Entrance, emphasize, exit and motion paths. Okay, so entrance means these type of effects decide the manner in which an object enters into a slide. Okay, and emphasize, which means it determines how the objects on the slide draw attention to themselves. Like we can change the color, we can make the object to shrink or grow in size like that. Okay, and then the third one is exit, which controls the manner in which the object exits from the slide. Okay, and the fourth one is motion paths. It is to make an object move up or down, left or right, or in circular pattern, etc. So these are four kinds of effects which we can apply to our text or objects in our slide. Okay, children. Now from the drop down arrow you can select whatever effects that you want to apply for your text or object. Then after applying an animation effect to an object or a text, you can see these numbered tags which will be adjacent to the objects on a slide pane. So these are the numbered tags. And these numbered tags helps us to determine like how many effects are applied to a object or text. Okay. Then in the timing group, under the timing group, in the drop down arrow of the start box, you can see different options like on click, with previous, after previous, etc. So it is to change the duration of your animation. Okay. So on click, which means you can start your animation after a mouse click. Okay. Then with previous, which means to start the animation at the same time as the previous animation effect in the list. Then after previous means to start the animation effect immediately after the previous effect in the list, which means we can apply so many effects to our text or objects in a slide. So with previous, which means all the animations will be applied at the same time, or after previous means one after the other, means one effect will be displayed, after that the another effect will be displayed, that is that. Okay. Now in the duration box, in the timing group, you can change or you can set the timing of the effects in order to change and control the speed of animation effect. Okay, so that's how you set the timing for your animation. And reorder animation buttons are also available to change the order in which the animation effects appear. So this is the reorder animation button. Then after applying all the changes in the time, in the ordering, in the effects, whatever it is, after applying all those things, you can click on this preview button. Okay, so this is the preview button and it is to view the effects applied on the slides. Okay, so preview button helps us to view the effects applied on the slide. So this is how you apply animations to our text or objects on the slide. Okay, children. Now let's see how can we apply transition effects to the slides. So I have already told you these effects appear when one slide changes to other during the slideshow view. So how can we apply that? First, you have to select the slide to which you want to apply the transition. After that, click on this transition tab. So here you can see the transition tab. Then after that, click on the drop down arrow, more drop down arrow to display all the transition effects. Here you can see all the transition effects that you can apply. Okay, from that you can select a transition effect. Okay, and after that the current slide will display a preview on the selected effect. You can also see a preview. Then select the effect options in the transition to this slide group. Okay, here you can see the effect option. From there you can select any effect. Children, you can also add any sound effect to your slide under the option, sound option in the timing group, through which you can add the sound effect to the slide. Okay, after that you can click on the preview button to see the effect. And in the duration box you can also enter the number of seconds or minutes, so to specify the transition timing. Also you can select the on mouse click checkbox if you want to advance the slide by clicking the mouse. Okay, so that is on mouse click. Then there you can see after checkbox. It is when you want the slide to advance automatically to the next one after certain period of time. That means you don't have to click on the mouse to change the slide. After applying all the settings, click on apply to all button to apply the selected effects on all the slides. Okay, then after that open the slideshow tab. Okay, so here is the slideshow tab and you can see there from beginning button, and when you click on it you can see the presentation from its starting. Okay, so this is how you add transition to your slides. So once you do it, it will be more clear to you children, even if it is in Microsoft PowerPoint 2010 or 13 or 16, it will be more clear to you when you do it. Okay, so try to do it at your home and also read your textbook thoroughly. Okay. Yes children, today we have learnt about animation and transition, in which animation control how objects move onto and around your slide, whereas transition controls how your presentation moves from one slide to next. Okay, so go through your notes, write it down and learn it well. Okay, so that's all for today. Let's see in the next class with some new topics. Till then, take care. Bye.